In today's video, we're going to be using a 4-star only Super Break Luka team. We're going to be taking advantage of March 7th and giving all of her buffs to Gallagher, which even though he is our healer, he's kind of like our sub-triple DPS in this team really, and another factor is that we do not have Ron May. Clearly, it is a 4-star only team, and even though some people might say that the Harmony Trailblazer is a 5-star just because of its gold-plated background, I completely disagree. However, at the end of the day, a 4-star only run includes free characters like Shop Light Cones and the Harmony Trailblazer. So in this 4-star only Super Break Luka comp, we're going to hop into the first side of Apocalyptic Shadow and let's see what this team can do. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not already, join the Discord, and put into the comments any future comps you guys want to see. Let's get right into the run. So since 6,600 points is the total number for 3 stars, that means 3,300 is our goal for just the first side. Now, there is actually no speed advancing. You know, there's no dance, there's no Harmony characters that really give us too much speed except for that 10% that March gives to herself and Gallagher right now, because we could either give the buffs to Luka, which the break effect is nice for those physical bleeds. However, we get a higher frequency of attacks with Gallagher, which means we can get more stacks for March's enhanced basic attack, which does a crazy amount of toughness, by the way, and that's without Ron May. So here, we'll go ahead and slap him. Unfortunately, we can only really target the left guy with Luka and the right guy with Gallagher, because that is how the elements are distributed, but luckily March 7th can attack whichever one we want, which is very, very nice. The flexibility right there. We got the ult on Luka. Go ahead and break. We do have the Super Break buff up. Not that we dealt any extra toughness to take advantage of it, but we did get that increased break effect. So Luka is sitting somewhere around 300-ish. We'll check those in the stats a little bit later, but here, go ahead and always target the imaginary enemy with the Harmony Trailblazer, because since it is innately weak to imaginary, it has a 20% less resistance to the imaginary element, and that includes the Super Break damage. Perfect. Now, also another point of attention, or whatever, is to every character essentially is on the cavalry set. March, Gallagher, and Luka. So we do get some pretty good Super Break buffs with all that Death Shred. Even though we do not have the E1 Ron May, no Pela, you know. That's a nice punch, Gallagher, and we can go ahead and clean it up with this enhanced basic from March. At this point, we do want to make sure that we break with Luka. He does such an insane amount of damage with the physical bleed, and the fact that we can re-trigger it too means we only really need 2 rotations to wipe Kafka once she breaks. So here, this is going to lead to a follow-up from March, and we're just 1 tick left to break with Luka, which is perfect. This means he's also going to be triggering the bleed after he breaks with the initial couple hits of the uppercut. So 339% break effect. Go ahead, Luka, and 435,000. Nice. That is clearly with the 100% extra vulnerability damage that they take. So it does, not necessarily double, I want to say, but probably 1.7 or something, because we do have all of our buffs from ourselves, like the Death Shred and our own vulnerability from Luka's ult, plus the break damage increase from Gallagher's Besotted debuff. 138, looking good, and can we clean it up? No, we'll have to use the ult, but it should be fine. We didn't have to use the enhanced basic from Gallagher, so we can save all of that toughness for this dinosaur. Also, we're at 1,700 action value about, so we have a little bit to spare, so we can clear it before 1,300. Look at all that toughness. That's insane. And because of all the extra hits that we can gamble and get, it can sometimes be even more than that. Unfortunately, the buff for this stage is that 25% action forward. So if Gallagher does break with his ult, we do waste it clearly because of his 100% action forward on his own ult. So the second stage is a little bit of a better buff just because we get that 20% extra break damage. But using Luka in particular with this side is what I liked because we only have to worry about 2 bigger enemies and then Kafka, which is a very high toughness boss, so very easy to take out. And we only have 2 targets for Luka. Or I guess 1, kind of, because Gallagher and March kind of need to take care of the right dinosaur. Luka just takes care of the left one. Do want to make sure not to break with the Harmony Trailblazer. That would have sucked. Uppercut. Come on. Why didn't Kafka hit Luka there? 47k. What can we do? 1500 action value. It's not looking terrible. Kafka's spider thing is coming up soon, so hopefully we can take these out before, but we might not be able to. But as long as she doesn't revive their weakness bars, toughness bars, I don't even know what she does actually. Perfect, perfect. Okay, I guess we get dominated, so 2 of our characters go bye-bye. As for this, it may have not actually mattered healing her, but another important thing is just to make sure we do not deal too much toughness. And we're going to be left with just about a sliver by the time Luka's turn comes up, which is really good. Looking back at it, we probably could have basicked from Gallagher, only because we wouldn't be triggering the follow-up from March. Because if Gallagher's basic and a follow-up from March hit, we wouldn't be breaking with Luka. Oh, bang. 449,000. We'll give March the finishing touch. The final glory. Not bad. Thanks for watching. That was the run. We finished with 34-39, which means we had about 140 points to spare, or I guess you could just use those 140 points for the second side. But thanks for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed once again, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Adios.